guys, I did that thing again. So in my last video I said about doing Zumba every day, which I did, which is great. But then my body realised that I was doing exercise every day and forced me to spend 4 days in bed. Today is day 4. I hate that I have so many limits on my body. I want to push, I want to do exercise while I'm not in pain, I want to do what I used to be able to do and I can't, and it is seriously frustrating. But it's my own fault because I know my limits and I ignored them because I was so focused on not being in pain. Because I managed for 5 days to do exercise every day and it didn't wipe me out after the first one, I thought I'd be fine. Yeah, I was very, very wrong. Another way I can tell that I have pushed myself too far is when I get mouth ulcers, and that you can't really tell, but I have like 9 cold sores. I'll put up a picture of what they look like, so if you don't want to be grossed out then just don't look for a second. Alright, it's gone. It's so painful, I can barely eat because opening my mouth hurts. It just is so painful, but they won't give me anything for it. The best thing I've found is the patches, the cold sore patches, the little circle things. And they're amazing, I can't fault them, but I've got 6 on currently. And there's only 15 in a pack. So a pack lasts 2.5 days. And the packs are like £7, £6, £7, depending on where you buy them. It's costing me a fortune. I just wish they'd give me something for them. Because there is a medication that they give to like cancer sufferers. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a cancer sufferer, I'm not saying it's anything that bad, but to have 9 of them at the moment is making life so difficult. Anyway, I am going to stop moaning at you and get on to the fun part of the video.
Hey guys, it's LJ here. Welcome back to another video. Thank you very much for joining me today. So, as you will have seen, I had a bit of a rough start to the week because I pushed myself last week too much. There we go. So what I thought today would do a little bit of a light, happy, fun video. So I have on my phone got some lupus memes that I asked a few people around me to collate and send to me. So my other half, my best friend, a couple of other people who have a similar sense of humour to me, I just asked them if they saw any over the last couple of weeks just to send me some, and I have a few. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to react to them with you. I'll put them up on the screen, probably this side of me, so if I go this way ever so slightly I can put them there, and we're just going to go through and react to some of them because you have to laugh. Like, when you have a condition like lupus, it's an autoimmune condition where your body is basically fighting the whole time. You have, when you test, your body shows that you are fighting infection the whole time. So there's no sort of respite. It's a 24/7 situation, and it's exhausting and it's tiring and it's depressing, and it's completely changed my life in not so positive ways. But I have always had a very dark sense of humour, and So I like to take the mickey out of it when I can to put a smile on my face. I love sarcasm. I think it's just hilarious. You know, that's just the kind of person that I am, and I find laughter helps me feel better. So I was planning this anyway, but after the start to the week that I had, let's get in and have a laugh, shall we? Right. Okay, so but you don't look sick. Oh my gosh, if I had £1 for every time someone told me that, I would be rich. It'd be amazing. Please tell me, what does sick look like, and I'll make sure to try and get it right next time. That's a great response. My initial response always to that comment is, you don't look stupid. In my head, I don't say it out loud. I wish I had the confidence to say it out loud, but I don't. But that's what I was thinking to myself, well, you don't look stupid. Like, how can you judge anything based on how a person looks? You know, if I'm having a good day, I don't have any walking aids. I can do Zumba. You know, if I'm having a day where I can't get out of bed, I look like a totally different person. I act and feel like a totally different person. It's just so insensitive. Anyway, let's carry on. I've lost enough hair from this disease to start my own wig business. This is so true. I've always had hair loss ever since I was a kid, and I don't just mean like a couple of strands when you brush your hair, like chunks of hair come out. And so when I realised it was part of the lupus, it suddenly made sense. And thinking back, genuinely, if I'd collected all that hair, like the amount that comes out in the shower, when I brush my hair, all of that stuff, it probably would be enough to make a wig. Who knows? Not that anyone would want a wig of my thin, straggly hair, but there we go. As I said, I do not like this. Below is a list of all the things I like about lupus. It's the same list as the amount of fucks I give. I know my limits. I don't pay attention to them, but I know them. It's so ironic considering the start of this video was me in bed for 4 days because I pushed myself too hard. Yeah, I do know my limits. I still struggle with accepting them, I think, is part of my issue. I do struggle to accept my limits because I didn't used to have them, and yeah, it's frustrating, but you know, it is what it is. Let's oh, I like that one a lot. I do like that one. I might have to print that out and put it on the wall. Okay, so we have some cells. Intruder, destroy. Wait, what? But I'm one of you. Don't listen to her lies. Autoimmune disorders in a nutshell. Yep. As I said, it is a constant fight. My body is fighting against itself. Rather than when you get a disease or your things kick in and they fight it off and you get better. My body does that to itself. It just one day decides, right, we don't like you today, we're going to beat you up. Imagine every injury you've ever had, all at once, with the flu. All the time. Pain so deep that it hurt, that your very core hurts. Yeah. I'm not weak, I'm not lazy, I have lupus. That is a fairly accurate description. Genuinely. Like, if you've ever had flu, you will understand that it's not even it's so far beyond tired. It's so hard to explain to someone. Like, I thought I knew, and I had no idea, so yeah. Lupus, the achy, ouchy, painful brain fog, hurts so bad, can't remember the last time I felt normal disease. Oh my gosh! Yes! Yes! That is such an accurate description, I love it! Oh, I am using that one. It is. You ache, you hurt in places you didn't know could hurt. And brain fog is so frustrating. Like, don't get me wrong, it has created some funny situations. Like, I no longer wear perfume, I wear petrol. Because one day I was desperately trying to find the word for petrol and I couldn't. For perfume, and I couldn't. And the only word that came out of my head was petrol. And so now, me, my other half, my best mate, everyone close to me now calls it my petrol, because that was, yeah. So I have some funny moments with it. However, when I'm trying to talk to someone medical, so about my health, about something like that, if I'm talking to a manager at work, if I'm trying to be professional in some way, and you can't think of the word, it is so embarrassing. And you know, you're supposed to be an adult, you're supposed to be able to deal with these things, and if you can't think of a word, if you've ever been in a situation where you can't think of a word, especially in somewhere that's got quite high pressure anyway, you start getting flustered, and then it gets worse. And rather than just forgetting the one word, like entire letters of the alphabet, all their words disappear out of your head. Yeah, brain fog is oh. But it can produce some funny things, like the fact that I wear petrol, so, you know, you have to laugh at these things. Tell me again how to cure my lupus. Diet and exercise, that's funny. So many of these. On almost all of my videos, on probably like 70-80% of my Instagram posts, I get comments, oh, I know Dr. such and such who's cured lupus with 1 tablet a day. No, they haven't. It's not curable. There is no cure for lupus. And many other autoimmune conditions that I see have the same responses. Oh, this amazing doctor can cure this. No, it can't. If my consultants who specialise in my disorder can't cure it for me, Joe Blogs off the street telling me diet and exercise or yoga or mint tea or whatever the crap they want to say isn't going to cure it. Some random doctor giving me 1 tablet a day isn't going to cure it. Because if that worked, my consultants would know about it. Just putting it out there. Please do not tell anyone with a chronic illness, oh, if you do this you'll feel better. You don't know. Even someone else with lupus, their condition, their symptoms, their coping strategies, their energy levels, their pain levels all differ to mine, despite having the same diagnosis. Because it's such a body-wide condition, it can affect any organ at any time in any order. So, you know, there may be someone who's on oxygen because it's affecting their lungs. There may be someone who's on dialysis because it's affecting... So you can't really even lump everyone with one condition together. So please don't ever do that. Please. I beg you. Please. Take prednisone, they said. You'll feel better, they said. I feel like this cat. I seriously feel like this cat. And it was getting bad before. With prednisone, I was putting on a hell of a lot of weight. And then I got Cushing's because I was on such a high dose of steroids for so long. And yeah, I basically look like that cat. That cat is my spirit animal. But I can't come off it because it helps. It really does help, and that's the fucking thing about it. Lupus fatigue, here we go. Today's cancelled, I'll try and get up tomorrow. You know what, I laugh, but it's serious. When you are hit with a flare, with a fatigue day, you physically cannot get out of bed. Like on the second day that I was in bed, I even couldn't get up to go to the toilet. I had to get my other half to literally like hobble me along to the bathroom because I was so tired I couldn't walk straight. It's so hard to explain because I hear the words and I'm like, that's not a thing, despite it already like having happened to me this week. But I can't. It just sounds ridiculous, but it's so true. Yep, it looks like a comfy bed as well, and any bed with a cat is great. What do we want? Better memory. When do we want it? Want what? Yup. Another issue with the brain fog is my memory. I used to, it's going to sound stupid, but I used to pride myself on remembering things. Like, I'm not superhuman clever. Like, I don't have a specialist skill in that sense. Like, I'm not anywhere at that level, but I used to remember dates and things and when things happened and orders and what I was supposed to be doing and what and it's all gone to pot. Even with like 5-6 alarms on my phone, I can still forget an event or forget to do something. Like we had the pet insurance, and when I had to take the cats to the vet for their checkup, Magrat needed a blood test because they thought she was a bit unwell, and so I went to claim on my insurance and realised that I hadn't renewed the cat insurance. Like, just brain like a sieve. It's a nightmare. One day I shall rule the world. Until then, I'm going to bed. The world according to Lupus. Yep. Yep, I shall rule from my bed. Lupus patient. What my family thinks I do? Yeah. What my friends think I do? Yeah, that's about the right amount of pills. What my boss thinks I do? You know what, when I went part-time? Yeah. What people think I do? Yeah. What I think I do? Yes, I'm an advocate. What I really do, sit and, yeah, that's I see there are some people with lupus who are amazing advocates, and they do all this stuff, and they're incredible people. I'll link some down below on Instagram for you to go and check out, because they are awesome people. Far more articulate than I am, and also far more sort of like they've just, either that's the type of person they are, they've got to that point in their journey, but they are amazing advocates. They bring all this new information, the research, they do all this stuff, and I really want to do that. I'm just not quite there yet because I'm still battling with myself. But that is my aim. I would like to be some sort of, not necessarily an advocate, but at least some sort of person who brings the education side of things out a bit. I want to actually give the facts, not just sit here and go, woe is me. That's the plan. Okay, I don't know how many... My immune system to my body. This is Sparta. Yeah, that is literally it. It's a constant fight. Love it. My favourite, my boy. Greg House. It's not lupus. It's never lupus. On that note, I'm going to be doing a future video where I look at every single time it is not lupus in House. I love the series anyway, and when I got diagnosed, my best friend and I rewatched it all. We recorded every time that it was or wasn't lupus, every episode. And I think it would be great to do a video where I show all of those. So that'll be coming soon. Keep an eye out for that. Subscribe so you don't miss it. One does not simply diagnose a patient with lupus. Yeah, like I think there's some research, I'll see if I can find it, something like the average time for diagnosis is 6 years. I mean, that is just horrific. I feel awful. I thankfully didn't have to wait that long. Mine was just under 2 years, really. I can't imagine having to wait 6 years to get support, because those 2 years were hard enough. My heart goes out to anyone who's had to wait 6 years. Okay, oh, it's another one of these. Right, what society thinks I do? Yeah, question mark. What my family thinks I do? Chill out all the time. They really do. I went for a walk. When was it? New Year's Day. About half an hour I went for a walk in the woods, and my nan and aunt were coming over to exchange Christmas presents on the doorstep. And we were still up in the woods when they arrived. We just lost track of time. And we came back and she said, oh, it's so good to see you doing something instead of just staying indoors. A, I've been shielding. I've not been allowed to go out to start with. And B, I don't just sit on my arse all day. I'm wrong. Some days I'm in bed because I can't, but I don't just sit on my arse all day. Sorry. What my friends think I do. Yep, it's not lupus. It's never lupus. Same one. What doctors think I have? Everything other than lupus. Yep. What I think I have... The angel said to him, stop hitting himself. But he could not stop, for the angel was hitting him with his own hands. Yeah, that's about right. What I actually have, yeah. That bed looks proper comfy, you know. I love these. These are so funny. Cool. Well, that is all I have for today. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you know of any more lupus memes or anything that you find funny, let me know down in the description. As always, come say hi. I would love to chat with you. yeah, I'm having fun. This channel is slowly blossoming. So next week I think we're gonna do probably be sort of a what I eat in a day video, perhaps, or what I eat in a couple of days, because my days do vary quite dramatically. So I might do a couple of days. Yeah. So the final thing before I go, because it is what we do every week. This week I weighed in at 16, so I'd gone up £2, but I am on, so that always affects it. When I look at my measurements, everything had got smaller with the exception of my stomach, and I felt horrifically bloated that day. Like, it was almost painful to touch my stomach on Sunday. So I think that is possibly part of it. I don't know, we'll see next week. My weight seems to go literally like this every other week. It's up, then down, then up. Yeah, there's no, it is kind of slowly going in the right direction, but it is very much a roundabout at the moment. This is what I mean by you just replace a word with the wrong word. What do I mean? Roller coaster. It's like a roller coaster at the moment. Like a roundabout. I mean, yeah, it could be as well. We are just going around in circles, aren't we? Right, that's let's try that again. Right, that is all from me today. I will speak to you all soon. Have a great week. Loopy love. Bye.